Hey, how's it going, guys? So today we're finally gonna talk about the prototype cassette that I've been running on the new adventure drop bar machine. So this cassette was a prototype that was sent to me by a company called JGBike out in China. We had been talking online for a bit and I told them what I wanted and they made it for me. So what this is it's an 11-speed 1150 tooth cassette that fits on a 10-speed Shimano freehub body, and it weighs 380 grams. Alright, video's over. Alright, so that's what that is. So we were talking online and I told them I wanted 11 speed, I wanted 1150 tooth, I wanted it to fit in a 10-speed Shimano freehub body. And it took them about 2 weeks, maybe 3, I can't really remember, but it took them a bit to do their science and engineering stuff and their black magic and whatever. And then they whipped up a prototype for me and then it was in the mail. And once it was in the mail, it took about a week, maybe a week and a half, and it arrived here in Oakland, California. Now, I mentioned an 11-speed cassette that fits in a 10-speed freehub body. And this is way cool. Why? Because that means it will fit on any old mountain bike hub or wheel set you have. Meaning, if you've got an old bike that you want to upgrade into 1x wide range, you can now do so without having to build a new wheel set. The other thing about this too is that it's super lightweight. It's 380 grams for a cassette like this. How they've managed to do this, I think, is if you look at the way this whole thing is CNC'd out, it is gorgeous. It is also really impressive because most of the cassette is made of steel. Everything but the large cog is steel. The large cog is actually alloy and it's part of the spider. And that spider part is actually pinned into the second largest cog, which is part of the other cogs. Like, I think they CNC'd it out of one piece, and that's how they managed to keep the weight really, really low. Where the spider and the cassette actually interfaces with the freehub body. The teeth on there are actually only the ends on the close to the big cog and close to the smallest cog, and that's how they're also able to keep the weight really, really low. This is what the cassette looks like at this point, near 400 miles or so. And it's been through 400 miles of creek crossings, dirt, mud, clay, grime, road, whatever. And it's holding up pretty well. And I think a big part of that is because it's primarily steel. And steel's real. It lasts. Now, how does this thing shift? Well, to be honest with you, my setup is pretty bodged up together. I'm actually running a Shimano XTR 9001 long cage derailleur, I think, which is rated up to a 42 tooth cassette, and it's paired to a Wolftooth Roadlink and a Wolftooth Tanpan to a Shimano R7000 11-speed shifter. Even with this bodged setup together like this, it's actually shifting decent enough where it's totally usable. So I can only imagine what it would shift like with a not bodged setup. The other really, really attractive thing about these cassettes too is that they are cheap. I can't remember the prices off the top of my head, but you know what? Check out JGBike, links are in the description. Now, full disclosure, I was sent this cassette to try out, to test out, so I am going to be a little bit biased, but it works like a cassette, and it seems to be wearing out pretty well. So all the perks which I'm talking about in terms of like how they made a 11-speed cassette fit a 10-speed freehub body, how it is lightweight, that's like icing on the cake. For me, it just works. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. What are you guys running on your bikes? What kind of gearing you guys running your adventure bikes? I'm kind of curious, actually. well, don't forget to click here to subscribe. Maybe click here for a video of this bike, and click here for another video. Thanks for listening to me rant. I'll see y'all later.